Well, good day, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Thursday, and we're at the 4th of May, and we're sitting here now at 2023 at 5:50 p.m. Central Time. I'll tell you, hard markets, that's an understatement. Things to do, not many. How's that for honesty? These markets have suddenly taken on a twist where the wolves are out. They're looking for weak bank stocks and they're attacking them. It spooks the market. Those stocks go down like PacWest and Alliance. They went down, 35, 50% today again. I mean, these stocks are getting hit and they're getting hit hard. The banks are coming out and saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. You know, they show you why, yet they're not bouncing off of that. I'm not enough of a person that knows the balance sheets of them and dives in. I'm a chartist. And as a chartist, when you get markets that do these, they're generally where there's smoke, there's fire. Another event happened. I don't know if you're aware of it. Crude oil today, WTI, got down under $64 a barrel. 64. I haven't seen those prices in a long time. You're 72 in the Brent. So what's going on here? Well, in a nutshell, the markets are watching central banks raise interest rates left and right. You saw it. You saw it that happened today with the European Central Bank. Next week, it's probably going to be the Bank of England. We're going to get the U.S. jobs report tomorrow. They're looking for 180,000 new jobs, and they're looking for the unemployment rate to sit about 3.6%. Okay, that's still pretty darn strong. So what that does from my perspective, if the numbers come out and they're not wobbling, what if they come out stronger? That could be really interesting. It just keeps the Fed where they're at. And what we have here is what I call a naysayer market. Now, the interesting thing today on a naysayers are people who don't believe, from my vocabulary. Where were they today? We had a big break in the stock market. We were down there 400 points in the Dow, all the other indices down 100, whatever. They were falling apart. I didn't see them show up. Were they out partying? What's going on? Here's the market breaking. They normally don't believe anything the Fed says, right? You've seen that. I've seen that all the way through. How come they weren't buying today? That bothered me. I'm watching as this is happening in the banks. The gold and the silver get a bid. The dollar got a bid. Bonds and notes. Now, tonight, bonds and notes are giving something up here. You know, if you take a look and you look at Bollinger Bands and where these markets are, it's very important to see that. You can see how you're coming down hard. People don't realize natural gas, seasonally speaking, I know it's at $2. What is the seasonal at this time of the year? Up or down? Do you know? I do. I'm not going to tell you. It's not up. It's crazy. It's not up. All right? It generally, from here on, it can drop even more until you get later into the June period where the heat comes on and then it takes off. Where's it going becomes the big question then. When we take a look at the S&P, you can see how the market's been correcting. We got up to that magic 4,200 level. You can't deny that. The people were calling for that left and right. It got there, and it's backed off from it. Okay, not a lot, nearly 200 points. I don't consider that major. But you're really going nowhere. You're spinning your wheels, and a lot of people are probably losing money in the process. You come down, you looked like you were going to go to the moon, and all of a sudden you look like you're just coming apart again. In the process, we haven't been trending. We've got a pattern of a higher high and a lower low. That keeps a guy like me away unless you have an embedded reading. Embedded is when the momentum, not the price, takes over the chart. You're not there. On the way down, where do you think I'd be looking for the first support levels? Back to the 100-day average and the 200. That makes the most sense. And what stopped the markets today from getting there? I'm going to walk you back on this just a little bit. This is where you were coming in today. As we were falling here, I said, you know, you're going to the Bollinger Band, look for support between there and the 100-day average. This is how you looked yesterday. This is how you look today. I'm going to say the same words. It is a week later. Look for support between the Bollinger Band, the 100-day average. If they give ground, maybe the 200's the next number. Not changing my opinion. I don't change the colors. Am I bearish? Well, not really. I'm not bullish either. Why? There's no trend. You have a higher high, lower low. You're oversold. What am I supposed to do with that? I don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of trading. You get married, and I'm talking you, the general public. Oh, I want to be in the S&P. I've got to be in this. I have one client that loves this stock LIT, and he writes me, "This is it, Ira. This is it. The earnings are going to do this. Look at." I said, "Do you ever look at a chart?" I mean, it's a new low for the whole move. He's married to the idea. I'm not married to it. To me, I'd rather not see the name on a chart. When I teach, I like to take names off charts. I'm about to redo, I keep saying this, but I have to redo my full charting course. It's been a number of years. It's time to update it. I love taking the name off the chart. I want you to learn to trade the pattern. Then I bring it on so you can see it. But if you see the name first, human nature is you're instantly bullish or bearish. Just the nature of somebody that watches the market. And I don't want that. I want you to have a clean palette. There's nothing here to do. When we look at the NASDAQ, it's identical. Have I not been consistent in saying? You've gone from the lower band to the upper band. In the process, you have a lower low, higher high, and you just come back down in your middle of no man's land in momentum. When we come to the Dow, let's go back just to yesterday. I love it. You know, I love that I can go back. This is like with my own time zone. So here we are yesterday. We have a lower low, higher high. You cannot tell me that that's a trend. If you do, you've got your own unique way of charting. Momentum is down, bias is down. If this doesn't hold, my words would be, maybe you're going to try to go down and challenge the 200-day average in the process to see what it's made out of. And this is what you're doing. So now you're fighting these two. I mean, is there a trend? There isn't. Is there a way to get short and make money? I don't know it in this. Is there a way to buy it and make money? I don't see it in this. I don't see anything to do in this. This is a great time for me to go across the lake and go to Indiana for the weekend and enjoy myself because the weather's going to be gorgeous now. Yeah, we're back in the 60s and 70s already. The Russell, at least it's bearish. It's been that way. Lower highs, lower lows consistent. I have been consistent in telling you this is bearish, and the market keeps hitting the Bollinger Band and getting the bounces, but it's oversold. I have advantages over people. I've done crazy things in my life. I tried race car driving. I was a pilot for a short while. I've got a boat's license, captain for a 42-foot boat. And what I learned is if you get trained on them, there's a checklist before you do anything. You don't go take out a race car until you've tested the brakes. I hope you understand that. And you want to test them. You don't want to sit in a car that's not moving and you push them, oh, they're working. That's not how you test a race car. If you're on an airplane before the thing takes off in the air, you are walking around it. You have a written checklist. You go through that. Do not do it mentally. That's only in the movies. Real pilots have a checklist. They go over everything. There's a reason sometimes if you're in a dual prop plane, often you have two pilots, a pilot and a co-pilot for a lot of these jets especially. And one's checking one thing, the other, but they're working as a team. There's a checklist. You get a market that's oversold, even if it's a downtrend. It's not part of the checklist. There's something wrong. I don't know how to say it any different. The best laid plans don't always work, but I'm not going to crash. Do you understand the difference? Now, in this market, a lower low, higher high. I watched the market today up at the upper Bollinger Band, and I'm watching some of my clients buying this market. You know, I get to see the positions, and I can see what they're doing, owning the firm. And I'm going, what the heck are these people doing? And I'm just watching it all day long here. And in the 5-year note, I got one client, he's trading big numbers. He's buying. And I'm going, It's like throwing money out a car window, in my opinion. I'm probably wrong. It's 60 miles an hour and just watching it go over the highway. All right, this is where you're coming out of positions. On breaks, if you want to be bullish, is where you're coming in. But I don't recall me ever telling clients to buy a Bollinger Band or above it. All right, if I do, I need to be slapped across the face. It is the wrong thing to do. I want the other side of those trades. That's how Vegas is built. They're waiting for you, and you will put in $1 and win some money. That's great. They want you to, because then you're going to put in a lot of dollars and lose a lot more money. Got it? That's how the machines work. Slot machines are payout machines. There's going to be that bell going off all over the room that creates the excitement, but just look around you. Most of those people are losers. Well, buy Bollinger Bands or sell them on the bottoms. Buy the top, sell the bottom. Join that crowd. In the dollar index, you tell me if I think the pros came out here. Go to my tape. They're up there on that. Look, I didn't expect it to go to the lower Bollinger Band, but I think if they were short, they came out there. I don't think the market has a handle on things right now. I'm looking at this, and I swear to you, I wanted to do special reports today. I'm going, I don't think there's a handle on anything. Tell me about the euro, okay? Where do you think the smart money was? Let me just show you. I don't think there was any position at all on this. If you cross this high, you break a downtrend, but all you did is, while you had a downtrend, you've stayed above the 18-day average fighting it. If you take that out, where's the resistance on the chart? This is not difficult. This is easy stuff. I can teach your teenager to do this. Oh, Uncle Ira, we hit the black band. What should we be doing? You know what to do, Johnny and Mary. We're telling you you can't be long anymore. Okay. Oh, look at how nice. My parents are so happy. Look what's going on. It's not that hard. What's hard is making it a discipline, because it's simple. If you take my enhanced Bollinger Band course, I swear to you, in a weekend, you're going to go, duh. Look at this. Run it on your stocks. Run it on anything you want that you chart with volume and things of that nature, because you got to get what the formulas do. Bingo. It's done. Does everything work all the time? Nothing works all the time. Does this keep you out of trouble the vast majority of time? I mean, the vast majority? Yep. Is it meant for you to buy it here to go higher? Absolutely not. Okay? It is meant for you to learn how to come out of markets when everybody else is buying it. There's a reason it's up there and it's peaking. They're all in a frenzy. Okay? It's a feeding frenzy, and that's what goes on. So now we've got the Brits. They're getting ready. The coronations this weekend. We're going to get the Bank of England. It's widely expected that they'll go 25 basis points. And just like all the other banks, it's widely expected this is one and done. We're in that. The Reserve Bank of Australia was in that. If I listen to Miss Lagarde clearly today, people want to say that about it. I didn't hear her say that at all. This is what people want to do. Again, the naysayers. So I think the smart money's coming out on this rally. It is an uptrend, but it's terribly overbought. In Bitcoin, I think the pros were coming in today, trying to nibble here with stops underneath the 28,180 level and looking to see if they can get the market back up to 31,121. I think that if you look at the differential between Brent and WTI, I pointed out just yesterday, I said, it's starting to come alive here. This is what we saw. All right, now, this is then. And I'm going, off the lows, looks like it's gotten a little cheap. I know what I was saying yesterday. Maybe it's going to go back to that 18-day average. Well, my gosh, went right on through it, as you can see. But you can see when these things form and when they give you that bounce, and that's the important thing. It's not a trend. I'm just looking at the differences there. In the Brent, I'm watching today this market plunge, and I'm going, I had somebody call me, and they're going, is this it? I said, it for what? This is where you short cover. I said, there's your gift money. And they're going, gift? I said, I don't know why it's down so much. And I still don't know why it cracked as much as it did. That wasn't a little bitty break. This market closed at 72.33 and got to 68.20. That's a $4 break. That's a big break. And now what's the market doing? Fighting to get back to the Bollinger Band. Now, is it going to embed? Cannot count today. You know that. All right. So, day one of embedding. Day two, what about the day before? Son of a gun, it's embedded. So if it's embedded, here we are tonight. Do you think, I think the pros are going to sell this market on a good rally? Everybody raise their hand if they think so. Both hands should go up because, yeah, that's what I think they'll do. Most people will say where? That's what's in the course. There's a set number. What about WTI? No. No. Why? You're already losing the embedded reading. Okay? That's the big difference. Take a look. Embedded, both numbers. Embedded, both numbers. Embedded. Now, you want to come in. Today would be the day that's the possible sale. Are you losing the reading? Take the course. Gasoline. Look at how much you've come down. Whoa. Now, the seasonal play for gasoline begins, if you go back on 15-year periods, May 8th. Will it kick in? I don't know. Do I care? No. Not really. Believe me. I'm looking at the 18-day average about to get underneath here, the combination of the 100 and the 200. That's a heck of a resistance zone. If this market were to catch on fire, and I'm not saying it will, but if it were, it's a major resistance zone. It is embedded, and the question is, where could you go short as long as you stay embedded? My honest answer is, I'm waiting for the morning to figure that out. I've already written to my traders. I said, I know the first sell number on my work is over 10 cents higher a gallon. Over 10. So it'd be in the 243 area. Will the stochastics be embedded? I don't have the slightest idea. Therefore, I just hold back and I like to see. I don't know what to do with it. In the nat gas, this looks terrible. Is the market just going to start getting a gorilla glue trade onto this and just drive under the $2 level to see how can I flush out more of the weak longs? It could easily do it. Again, I never tell clients to sell a Bollinger Band, but I recognize weakness when I see it. And there's nothing here that's even remotely in the bull camp. This market has been sick. It's staying sick. We're building a lot of this out of the grounds right now. We're storing it, and we need to be getting rid of it one way or the other. It's that funny time of the year where you don't have a lot of need for it because we're either not that hot, not that cold. And you don't use a lot of it. All right. You know, one of the cool things, and this is the page of my free offers. Have you ever seen it? Do you ever take a look at it? Just take a look at this. And as you can see, it offers everything that we have to do. You can scroll with this, and as you scroll down, you'll see more offers with it as they move on through this. And it's got everything from my, if you want the free offer to Linn, to me, to the other parts. Lewis, can you scroll that down so people can see it? There you go. And it just keeps moving with it as the markets come down. I do have help today. It's not often, but it's nice to have it. And as you can see, it shows you the different programs. Just check off the ones you want. An email comes to us with it. We get it right out to you, and away you go. Can't be easier. How do you get to this? Well, you can go to iraepstein.com, free offers. The other thing you can do is move your cursor up here. An icon will appear. Just give it a click. I'm Ira. You have a great day. I'll see you in the morning.